Hello and welcome to the final episode of our Deity England Let's Play. So I carried on playing a little bit yesterday and we've got into this position here. Tell me if you've ever seen so many units in such a small space. Totally insane. I've just lost one of my beautiful Gatling guns down here. In fact, sort of America, I don't know where they got all the troops from suddenly. That's just the way it is. Let's have a look here. Let's just get through the promotion. I lost another guy up here. Not up here, way up there, I think. Let's do that in a minute. So there's only 2 more capitals we have to take. Somebody was asking me in comments about Seville here. It's not the capital. The capital is Madrid. And Madrid is controlled by my vassal. I mean, she just doesn't know it yet, right? So that should be okay. We should just have to take Washington and... what's the place called? Constantinople. Okay, so... that guy first, maybe. Maybe that guy. Actually doing quite a bit of damage here, you know. He's in a dangerous spot. I might have to move him, maybe not. I've got 3 more up here. And somebody mentioned as well I should get lancers and upgrade them to land ships. That's exactly what I did yesterday. How much has he got left? 31. So... 8. Okay, so we should try and save the last shot. Okay, that's our blitz thing. And it's not a river here. So we can attack once. And that's the garrison gun. There's a monitor here. I think this guy could retake the city no matter what I do. That's that. So then... let's all squish. I reckon we can kill all of them, you know. We can try. Oh, wrong guy. Oh, this one here. It's actually funny that he retains all his movement. So he can kill everyone here, I'm sure. We have another tank here somewhere. There. I call it tank, it's a land ship. Same difference. Maybe I shouldn't have moved him like that. Still kill this guy for sure. Let's kill this one as well. shoot him. Okay. But I'm gonna move that guy out of here. Because that monitor can retake the city even if I got a garrison in here. So that is America. I might have to flip the city back and forth a couple times, but essentially that is about it. Hmm. There's quite a few more units and there's a lot of ranged stuff here which I don't like. I have moved them, so... Oh, we also ignore some of control. No, that is true. True, it matters where I go. Let's just upgrade them, and I also purchased some bombers. Let's move them here. And there's two more, but I don't know how far I can move them. Only as far as here, okay. Yeah, I got more and more troops. Where am I going with those? Maybe up here. Somebody mentioned I should move my ships along the coast as well. That's also exactly what I've been doing yesterday. I think we're gonna move way up there. I've even been able to use the triplanes here. I'm sort of a little bit disappointed in how Theodora's in defending herself. You want to call it that? Ideally, I'd like to take only one shot and upgrade. This guy is upgraded already. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, you can also do that. That's a heal for him. And then I want to kill this Gatling gun. One damage. Well, that's not. Jumps down here. So Germany finally taking Melbourne. I had a cruiser down here and an American monitor killed it. And now they haven't even got a garrison in here anymore. And somebody's about to take the Vatican down there. Come on. Upgrade that thing. This one. Oh, 7 works of art, nice. So it's a puppet anyhow. Shall we just... In case... I mean, it's sort of academic, but... where's Washington? Let's just move that stuff out of there. Just in case it gets recaptured. Okay, we keep those. And who knows, maybe they recapture it, move some art back in. That would be funny, wouldn't it? So you can delete that. I'm waiting for some more oils. Up there somebody's repairing a tile, or... No, that's done already. Okay, so... I guess we should use our second shots as well then. We can wait with the upgrades. Those two want to heal a bit. Let's do this one. This one's pretty squishy anyhow. For some reason I thought I could kill him and get back at least a turn. A tile. What has he got? Anti-air ×2? What looks to him? Can I get a heal? No. Let's just give me a second target here, so might confuse them. And here. I've got 2 cruisers with logistics by now. That is one of them. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think the other one is down near the American border. And put that guy there, preventing from going anywhere. Can I actually afford to put a cruiser in there? Oh yeah. Take that guy back and that. And that's even enough. So I think this tile should also be safe. There's lots of forests about. He's too far away. 61, 64. Maybe not, after all. I've got my medic boat in there somewhere as well, up there. I think... Where's my logistics guy? There he is. We could also declare on Spain, because we can. We don't have to though. If we have to, we got the ships down here to do the job in one turn. Okay, let's have a look and see what happens. And Theodore builds another one there. She's totally unperturbed. There is the city we need. The last one. I wish I had airports already so I can lift my artillery up here. Oh, hang on, they killed my landship. Which one? There's one down here. Well, yeah, blitz and store water, that's good. And a monitor left, that is good. It's just absolutely lethal, this one. It's just so much. It's plus 60%, isn't it? From the two... What is it not? It doesn't matter, let's just kill him. Upgrade that guy and we can do some more distance shooting here. The guy's in the water. That's not very clever. Talking about clever. Okay, I can leave that one down here and I'm gonna try move the other three up to Constantinople. American guy, the Fusilier is tougher than the Rifleman? No, it's the other way around. I was seeing it wrong. Please stay here, away from the coast. And that guy. Needs one more hit or something to get an upgrade. What's happening? Oh, I didn't know I had a guy here. It doesn't matter, he can die if he likes. Can we sink that bloody more? That thing is so bloody tough here. That's 2 shots enough here. Can we actually escape? We can't. What's the on 8? Suicide against that guy. Okay, here. Let's use the bombers first. Can we? What a loser. In fact, he's on the coast picking his ships. When you use the blitz, but he's got zone of control. Oh no, we ignore zone of control, of course. It's part of that policy we took. Okay, and those guys are just bet on the hope that we don't need them down here anymore. Let's get them going. America might sue for peace. Well. So anyhow, I'm gonna do a little break here. I want to come back when we capture Constantinople, because I want to do a little recap after we're finished. But at the same time, I don't want the episode to be an hour long or something. Well, here we are, guys. Oops. Oh, something is a bit funky going on here, but anyhow, it's not even a minute later, and what is that all about? What? Well, there was some sort of a bug. Let me just see if I can get that back in a second. When she's willing to capitulate at the end of the turn, it should be no different at the beginning of the next one. Vatican is gone. Okay. This is a bit funky. Milae. Capitulation. Accept. Thank you. Okay. And there we are. It's just like that.
Many great and powerful civilizations have fallen.
The biggest anticlimax ever, right, guys?
Victorious. The world will long remember your glorious triumph.
Yes, it was glorious. It was absolutely glorious. Year 1836, ranking 7285. Not very high. It's a bit disappointing. Well, even so, I have to say I'm pretty bloody chuffed that we won this game. I mean, I sort of felt like we won it quite a few turns ago now, but if you consider the beginning of the game, it did not look good, did it? What can we have? Let's look at... Should we look at the map first? Yes, this is our starting location here in the middle. Let's start it. And we sort of explored our way around, and I sort of thought I had quite a bit of space. So we went in progress, founded a couple of cities, and then another one in here. And that was because the Zulus sort of forward settled us. I meant to go up here, right? Maybe you can have a look at the map proper later. But that sort of forced me to change my plans here. So we settled right in the mountains in our city, didn't have any food or anything, but we needed the city even so. Just for the extra supply cap and just a little, maybe some production, we get some unit or something. And then, yeah, Indonesia down here, they actually had not that much space here. The Incans had a lot of space, really. Germany down here. Oh, they had a few city-states, which is actually their thing. I don't know, sort of the map feels crowded. You should also watch that situation over here, because Spain got wiped out quite early in the game. Theodora had a perfect starting location. Sort of only one neighbor and then sort of tucked away in a corner. That's sort of how I like to play as well, ideally. So at this stage we've had quite a few wars, and I put this, I put a silly ass city in the middle. Well, it just gave us some city connections, you know, and again, some production, some supply cap. You're fighting Indonesia and the Zulus at the same time. And the game could have been over several times. I mean, we were quite lucky. So I'm not going to try and pretend that I sort of played great or anything like that. It was really, really tough. And at one stage, we beat off a couple of Zulu units, and then there was like a lull in the attack for like 5 or 6 turns. So that just about allowed us to fend off Indonesia down here, and then we had a peace agreement, and then 10 turns later it sort of carried on. I mean, Indonesia was super aggressive, weren't they? They sort of forward settled like an island city here, forward settled Germany, who actually had like 7 cities down here or something. They might have done that better. For most of it, they might have gone in here. I later founded a city, didn't I? Just sort of as an outpost for my attack against Germany. And the Incans spreading out like crazy. They were actually our friends, our trading partner for a little while. And Spain could never get out of their situation. America also pretty good starting location here. Had their own little backyard. I don't know what the terrain was over here. I think it was mainly open, wasn't it? Yeah, but Spain sandwiched between America and Feodora. Didn't go well for them. And here she is gone already. Totally wiped out. Turn 176. Oh yeah, and here you sort of see us making progress. Capturing cities, settling this one here. And we settled up and up here as well. There was some iron up there, wasn't there? It was important that we did that. And all the while, every city gave us some supply cap, which we needed for the war on both sides. Okay, and then we captured the solar cities here. And Germany captured a solar city here, and then, I don't know, some turns later they lost Munich. And then, of course, we captured Munich. So, at some stage, it starts going quickly then. Expand into here. I think the Zulus actually surrendered quite early. We didn't have to take the capital. And look how big they have become. And I was seriously worried about them demanding their independence of us. It might have been really close, in fact. You don't know in the game. And then here in the end, it's... But again, you see what I did there. I just did just about what was necessary, and no more than that. I didn't want to take that many cities of the Incans, but it sort of forced them to surrender. They retook one of the cities here. I think it was this one, and then in one turn I captured this one and the other two. And even before the turn was out, I asked them to surrender, and they did. Again, Germany, I only took Berlin. So I believe in keeping my vessels pretty strong, because we get like a percentage of the yields of their culture and science and things, and so the stronger they are, the more you get. Whereas if you keep conquering, you might get a bonus from conquering the cities, but actually they're puppets, and quite often it's quite negative, because you only get like 20% of the yields, and worse than that, they keep building buildings and they keep growing, and so that's a serious issue for your happiness and your income. So that is that. Maybe some crafts. Actually, now we only have 29 minutes. Let's do it quickly. Okay, let's take some people out. Spain. Let's take America out, maybe. Okay, never mind score. The one thing I always am most worried about is number of known ticks. And let's have a look where we are. And look at our graph. Look where we were most of the game. Way down, way behind. And we got a little bit closer during the Renaissance, I think it was. And then sort of the gap became bigger again. And then at the end, we're sort of being on level here. It's sort of, we started conquering some of the bigger cities, we got some science boosts, and of course we killed loads and loads and loads of units. I'll talk about that a bit more in a second. Number policy is also way behind. Look at us here. Byzantium just running away with things. It's really strange how she played the end game. Or maybe it's sort of the tradition, artistry, freedom, I don't know, setup. I just don't want to go for units. She had plenty of cities, so she had plenty of supply cap. And I remember in some of my previous games, was it the last one or one before? I had sort of an epic sea battle against China. And she went tradition as well. And even so, she mustered a huge navy. I think the most of the rest of the stuff here is not terribly interesting, is it? Okay. So that's just one more turn here. So back to our starting location. Here it wasn't brilliant. It was the sea resources, and even that was a problem from the start. World's quite strung out. I was planning on getting those two pearl tiles, but then the Zulus settled here and I had to change my plans, and that was really, really bad. So as an alternative, I founded Hastings here. I didn't love it at all. And then we had to get this tile to make it up to 5. Even had to pay for some tiles. And we got a pretty early religion. The pantheon was pretty obvious, the fishing stuff. It was good for some hammers and stuff, and then... yeah, when the Zulus forward settled us, there was only one thing that was gonna happen, and that's like constant wars with them. So after we took progress, we took those two, and then I switched into authority. And we took those to the opener and those two. And this one even, I think. Or was that later? I'm not entirely sure. I desperately wanted to switch back to the progress tree because those policies are just really good. Even this one for happiness. But that's what you have to do. If you find yourself in a situation that sort of demands a different course of action, then you just have to be flexible. No point in sticking to progress because you want some money and get some science and then you get steamrolled by the Zulus. It doesn't work like that. Better you go authority and get some culture from kills, and then you get some science from kills, and that way you can also make up for what you sort of lose out on in industry here. Again, later we were sort of way behind in takes, so even though I would like to have gone industry, the game sort of demanded that I go rationalism. Take this one first because it's a shit ton of science. Look at all that. And then we took this one here for a free take. And happiness also helped just a little bit at the time. And then later we took imperialism because that helped our boats. And we took those to a bit of science and culture here, and then this one to boost our great generals and admirals. So you have to be flexible in the game. You can't just have just before I started, I had a comment on a much older game when we actually played as Byzantium. Somebody said he wanted to play Byzantium, and sort of told me all his ideas. I wrote back to him and say, you can have your ideas, but you have to play the map, right? You cannot ignore the map, and you can't ignore your neighbors, and you can't ignore other religions that are around you. For example, in this game, if I'd gone scholarship or something, I would have got maybe 1 or 2 signs out of it. I remember, sort of in the middle of the game, I was having to use Inquisitors to keep my religion in here. So you might argue that scholarship gives you more science than mosques do, but only if there's only one or only your religion about, right? The more religions creep in, the more science you lose, and suddenly the free science, for sure, guaranteed, of the mosques is pretty good. And then of course the mosques give you faith as well, and then a bonus during golden ages or something. What else did we take then? Yeah, then we took pagodas. Like that, for example, will give you more science than scholarship as well, because the more other religions creep in, the more benefits you get. Like in this city here, we got five religions, so you should be getting 5 of each. So that's pretty strong. Again, you might want to play a progress like I wanted as well, but if you got the Zulus or the Songhai next to you, there's no point in doing it, because you will lose, right? So we can have another quick talk about our Civ here. First of all, this one here. Unique ability, movement for naval units, embarked units, minus 25% naval unit maintenance cost. So that in itself didn't do anything for us for the longest time. The best thing was maybe getting our initial Pathfinder or Scout a little bit quicker through the sea. And then the spy is 10% stronger. I don't think that's actually anything at all. And starting with the spy, that didn't work out for us as I would have hoped. I was hoping for some militaristic or cultured city-states, and I couldn't get any of those. It was the most stupid lineup I ever had of city-states, I think. Almost all of them were mercantile and mercantile and maritime. Yeah. So for unique ability, well, eventually I sort of got the spy, or because I was more or less forced to do different things, so I sent a spy to the Incans when we stole some science. Which is something. It's something, but overall I don't think that is very strong at all. And then our unique stuff. Yeah, Longbowman is an absolute game changer. It's OP. So we got some slingers and archers early in the game. I tried my very best to protect them. And because you know you're gonna get range, you can go down the logistics route, and it's just too much. It's absolutely too much. So you can even have the Zulus as neighbors and still beat them. You have to use them wisely, protect them. But once they get the +1 range, and then if you've got slightly favorable terrain, there is nothing stopping you. A ship off the line does some splash damage, and I think it did something else which I sort of totally forgot about. Quite nice. A steam mill, that's the replacement factory. Didn't matter so much in the end. And that was the ironworks replacement, which was fine. Sort of nothing spectacular, but it was okay. Still, sort of, is it those two things which are the 3rd and 4th unique component? I'm not entirely sure. I know the longbowman is. And if you take that away from England, you get a pretty sad Civ. Sorry, England. It's like England after the Brexit. That's what it was like. So, here we are. So that actually went much quicker than I anticipated. So I can get on with things that I do on a Friday night. So, yeah. Cool game, cool game. It was so hairy at the beginning. It was just sort of barely hanging on. But it sort of makes it all the more rewarding if you then succeed. You guys, you can let me know in comments what you thought or what you think. And I have to think about what I want to do next. Well, last time I was between England and Russia, so maybe I should do Russia after all. And the thing is, I'm flying to Fuerteventura in about 2 weeks and 2 days or something. So I got about 16 days. Might or might not get a game done in that time. This is the 21st episode, I think. So that's like 3 weeks if I do one every day. I'm not entirely sure. I might do something different. Or if you guys got an idea, let me know in comments. And anyhow, thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all the likes. I appreciate them. I've had a few subscribes as well. So if you want to do that, you're welcome. Thank you for watching the series. I wish you all the best. Until next time. Bye bye.